What's up everybody? Welcome back to Make It Kustom. So this video is just gonna fill you guys in on our moving situation and the new shop, kind of answer some questions that we've been getting. It's been a hell of a move. I've kind of realized that I own a lot of really heavy things. And instead of moving 1,000 boxes, I feel like we're moving 100 things that are 1,000 pounds. Luckily I had a lot of help. A lot of guys offered to help that I didn't quite call on, but all my friends, everybody that kept tabs on me during the move, they all came and put in time. We had to take down mezzanines, we had to put up shelving, we had to do probably 20 loads with the truck and trailer. We got to borrow a 5-ton flat deck to move some of the really big things like my forklift and these machines here. We're very grateful for everybody that helped with this move because I definitely couldn't have done it alone. It took 2 weeks and my back is broken and my neck hurts and I still had help. So yes, it's been quite a move. Anyway, we're happy to be into the new shop. Christina and I, this is like a big change for us because we've been living in a motorhome on my parents' property trying to save money to do something, to grow the business, to kind of move on with our lives. And the fact that we were able to find acreage, it's 2 acres with a house, with a large garage, plus a huge shop, all to ourselves. It's basically a dream come true. We've got enough property for our dogs to run around. It's a small house, which is perfect, less cleaning. Giant shop, it's the perfect ratio for what we want to do with our lives. I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the new property, the new digs. Everything is still a huge mess. I still have so much work to do to get everything set up and cleaned up and moved in. And on top of that, we have to move our home life here as well, which we haven't even started doing. It's just been 2 weeks solid of shop moving. So I appreciate everybody sticking with us through all this. I know that I haven't been answering comments. I've been kind of ghosting, just posting ghost on there, because what we did was we pre-recorded a bunch of videos so that we could do this move and still provide content to you guys. Christina's been hard at work editing and getting orders out and kind of keeping the business from falling apart while I've been just busting my hump out here. So let's go take a look at what we got. So this is the shop. It's 40 by 80, so it's a few feet bigger than the other shop. We got plenty of room, we've got pallet racking all set up. We've got the hoist, we've got all our machining, our fabrication tools. We put a mezzanine over there to try and get a little bit of extra space. Upstairs is gonna be a little bit of a hangout. Downstairs is the CNC plasma, the toolboxes, the cabinets, that sort of thing. I'm gonna do another video once we're actually set up in here. It looks horrible. I hate seeing it like this because I can't do any work. I still got to do air lines, still got to do some electrical, that sort of thing. But man, it's a nice bright white shop, all fresh drywall. It's nice and clean. The other thing I really like about this shop versus the other one is, for whatever reason, the old shop had floors that must have drained out both ends. Like there's quite a bit of hump in the floors. Like a vehicle could just roll out the door if it was closer to one door or the other. But this shop's got a really nice flat concrete pad. Let's go outside and I'll show it to you from the outside. We got lots of space outside for parking, lots of room, lots of trees. And then if Christina pans over that way, there's the house. Should we take a walk, look at the house? Not to look inside the house, it's an empty house, but. Hi there. New neighbors. There's the chopped impala. I know it's sitting under a tarp, that's not very nice, but it'll be inside soon. Here's the garage. This garage is as big as this house is, which is awesome. So planning for in here is to keep Christina's car. She's got a 58 Biscayne that it's got a little bit of rust happening on it, so it'd be nice for it to stay inside nice and dry. So it's gonna stay right there. The hot rod's gonna go into the other shop once we're cleaned up. We're gonna have kind of a shipping area slash maybe workout area if we ever decide to do that. Anyway, 30 by 40 shop on the house. Christina finally is gonna have her sewing machine set up for doing leather. She'll actually have room to do leather. She'll have her leather sewing upholstery kind of set up here.
You know I'm probably still gonna do it on the couch.
You probably still do it on the couch. But yeah, this is it. It's just under 2 acres. Little house, big shop. It's exactly what we want. Got a really great landlord. He's building another sort of storage area back there right now. So basically I just gotta get to work. I gotta set ourselves up, get all the electrical done, all the plumbing done. We gotta do air lines, water lines, gonna do a little sink in here. The only thing is that the shop doesn't have a bathroom, but that's okay for us. There's a house right there. Yeah. So to answer a couple of questions, keep you guys posted on what we plan to do once we're fully set up here. Obviously the Model A, we have to continue on that. I've got some really kind of neat ideas that I think I want to incorporate into the design of that front nose. I've been talking to the owner a little bit, and because I keep looking at my Zephyr, and this guy actually, he was actually looking for a Zephyr dash. I brought up the idea of a Zephyr dash, that kind of style with a waterfall, to be handmade for this Roadster body. I told him that, he's like, oh, I wanted a Zephyr dash. I was looking for a Zephyr dash. So that's kind of what snowballed in the design process. So I'm gonna do a Zephyr style dash in the Roadster, and then we're gonna take some of those body lines and some of the accents of the Zephyr and sort of incorporate it into the nose somehow. What I mean by that is this body line right here, this kind of top little rolled edge, how it continues into the front grille, this kind of roll here. That body line goes all the way down into the center point of the grille. And so I want to do that sort of similar touch to this body because it's got this same line. Although this line is closed on the bottom, I want to bring this line and incorporate it into the grille somehow. Not exactly sure how I'm going to do that, but at least now I've got a little bit of a vision somewhere to start with so that we can do some metal shaping on this car. So I'm really excited about that. Next, Christina's Cadillac. Everybody's asking about that, and yes, I want to do it. The problem for us is that we still need to make money and survive and build our own cars. So I've just been sort of burying myself in work. We've got the planishing hammers coming out. All the parts are coming in for that. All the new machined parts. We just got all of our bends for all the hoops yesterday. So we've got that to work on. Christina's Cadillac is gonna get worked on. I really wanna finish the body drop on it and then get the chassis swapped over. We have a already done chassis. Christina actually, like this is probably 12 years ago, she had another whole car that she started working on and getting ready while this car was not taken apart yet. So we've got a full painted gold chassis for this car. I want to get the body onto the new gold chassis, get the engine and trans installed, get the body drop done, get the firewall finished, and just move on with this car. I really want to make this Cadillac just the sickest 60 Caddy that there is. So we are going to get back onto that. And of course the Zephyr, it's a huge project. I think that we're going to focus on these two for now. We are going to pick away at the Zephyr, but it probably won't be till the springtime at least. This winter, these two projects, we're going to hammer away on those. I do have a couple of other things that will be filtering through here as well. But yeah, I think this shop is going to suit our needs for sure. We also will be doing classes here eventually. I would love to do some small metalworking classes, just metal shaping, hammer forming. I've got all sorts of ideas of things that I would love to teach hands-on to people here in the class. So we will be getting into that as well. I think that we're going to be here for hopefully quite a long time. I don't see any reason why we'd outgrow this spot. Christina and I want to keep this business kind of small and tight, just me and her, maybe one or two others, if that. But to be honest, we just want to keep it, you know, kind of the ma and pa type shop. So anyway, that is the plan. While we're moving, we're uncovering all kinds of stuff that I've had packed away for a really long time. One time, Christina and I, we saw this thing on Marketplace. It was half of a Cadillac. It was a Cadillac couch kit, basically. It was somebody who was scrapping a 59 Caddy four-door, and they decided, well, they were smart about it. I guess the car was rusted, and they chopped the whole back of it off with enough pieces so that you could make a Cadillac couch. So that's gonna come up in one of our future videos. Christina's gonna do the upholstery, I'm gonna do the metal fab, and you can see in the corner right there, we've got the back half of a Cadillac that will make its way to be a couch in our kind of upstairs hangout area in the shop. The pallet on the right of that Cadillac too, I think there's a time lapse of us packing it up. It was pretty much everything that we're gonna use to build that car hauler that I've been talking about as well. I know this is just all talk for now because I'm only one guy and I gotta get some work done to get these things going, but the car hauler is gonna be a 454 propane, under overdrive, turbo 400. I've got everything to build it already. My dad actually had a 68 Chevy 1-ton from when I was a kid for his landscaping company, and it's got a fully rebuilt chassis, but the cab just started rusting off of it. So we're gonna use a 1-ton chassis. We're gonna use the 71 GMC cab over fire truck body with big block propane power, and we're gonna make a cool car hauler as well. So we hope to get on, at least touch on all these projects this year, 2022 coming up, and it'll all happen right here on Make It Kustom in this shop. Let's go look at the mezzanine. This is gonna be the hangout spot. You gotta use your imagination because it looks like crap right now. This ceiling is 14 feet, or I think 13 and a half feet. So we had to chop this mezzanine down and section these stairs so that I can stand up, Christina can stand up, but my brother can't stand up. You gotta be 6'1" or less to be up here. But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put some couches up here, kind of make a little spot to relax a little bit, have a railing here. We're gonna close this in mostly, other than you'll be able to see over the railing. If we have a class, there'll be a couch. If you come from really far and you don't wanna get a hotel, you can sleep on the couch, I guess, I don't know. Christina's sewing machine's up here, but that's gonna go into the garage.
Finally have a real sewing machine that I haven't set up for like over a year.
Yeah, Christina and I bought this machine.
Years ago, actually now.
Yeah, this is like a proper upholstery machine. What do you call that?
Walking foot machine?
Is it a walking foot machine? Okay, so a walking foot machine plus that leather machine from this awesome guy. And we haven't set up either of those. So now she finally has space to do her work. This is something that's been bugging me for so long because Christina always has done her sewing, her leather on the little table that folds in a motorhome. Like that's how she does it, you know? And the trailer that we built for her to do her workshop just ended up being storage. So now this place has enough room that we can set her up fully so that she can do upholstery, she can do her leather. We might put a little TV up in here so we can do some live streams for you guys. It's something that we've been talking about doing. I don't know if you guys are into that sort of stuff, but I see other YouTube people doing live streams. I figured it might be good to get Christina and I to sit down and then you can ask us both, you know, whatever questions you got, and we can spend a little bit of time with you guys. So hopefully that's what this is all gonna be. Might as well go show them underneath the mezzanine. This mezzanine was we've moved shops 3 times, I think. So the first time when Christina and I got married, we rented a shop in Maple Ridge. It was a house and a shop similar to this, but the house and the shop were not good, not like this. We moved from there thinking that we were gonna buy a house. We, you know, made a deal on a house. Long story short, our lenders backed out, you know, with hours left in the deal. We set up shop at my parents' property where I had built a shop and sold it to my brother so that we could have money to buy this house, which never happened. Stay with me. And I rented back half of that shop, not knowing what was gonna happen, if Japhands was gonna continue or whatever. So basically I was packed into 1,000 square feet, which it may sound like a lot, but that's not a lot. Like with the tools I had then, and 1 car is all I could fit in there. And we were still working, doing our thing, but we had this mezzanine set up there, so we took it down to bring it to this one to give us a little bit of extra space. So now we've got kind of parts, hardware, tools underneath this side. And then underneath this side, we've got the CNC set up. I've still got to put some fans in. This is gonna get really smoky, so we're gonna put a big fan in, a big exhaust fan there. Maybe close some of this off, maybe put those curtains up. I don't know what those are, those warehouse plastic curtains. Something so that we can evacuate all the smoke from the plasma cutter in here. But anyway, yeah, what else can I show you guys? Not really a whole lot. This shop has air conditioning. We have to put a heater in there, but there's some AC units up there for the 5 days a year that it gets super, super hot. I don't know, I've just never had the luxury of AC inside a shop. It's amazing.
I'm sure we struggling at the last shop like every day in the summer.
Oh, that's true. That's true. This shop was really hot. It's nice to have the white walls. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the old shop, all the filming, Christina always struggled in post because of how orange the walls were. They were that chipboard. I think it's called chipboard, and the walls were all, you know, orangey beige and messing with all the colors, and it was a pain in the butt. So having nice white walls, should be better if you want to put some logos up. I don't know. There's all kinds of things you can do when you got a blank canvas like this.
We should get the couch up so we can have a sweet place to do like live videos up there.
Get a couch up there, you mean?
Like,
oh, the caddy couch. Get the caddy couch done. That could be our live video thing.
that's what I mean.
Yes. I don't know if you guys heard that because I'm wearing the mic, not Christina, but she's saying that we should build the caddy couch so that we have like a permanent spot to do live streams from. And I think that's a great idea. I think that's an awesome idea. How long have we had that couch sitting there? I keep calling it a couch. It's not a couch. It's just a bunch of sheet metal.
Since, like the very first shop?
Yeah, so like 5 years maybe we've been sitting on that, or 4 years we've been sitting on that. Yeah, we just saw it pop up. I think it was like $300 or something like that. And I took the day off work. Christina took the day off work, or was it a weekend? I don't know. Our buddy Elio came, and we just were like, day trip, ripped to the island. Yeah, so that'll be our live stream couch. We should do that soon, actually. Once we get set up, that's what we're gonna do. Everybody keeps asking about the bead roller video. We are gonna get to that. Sorry I can't make that many things right away this fast, but I promise I will get onto the bead roller video soon. All right, well, I'm gonna keep cleaning up here today while Christina's working on this video. Maybe I'll send her some time lapses and a couple B-rolls if I actually get this place looking pretty clean. I just want to take a moment to say thank you very much to everybody out there in YouTube land. It's been a pleasure making videos for you guys. We feel very welcomed by the community. We love making videos. This is exactly what we want to do with our lives. We want to just share knowledge, create content, live our lives building custom cars and kind of doing our thing, and it couldn't happen without you guys. So we really, really appreciate that. One more thing I wanted to touch base on is Metal Reborn, the supporting little clips that keep coming out. There's a new one online. It's called The Hunt. The link is in the description for that, so go check that out. Speedline Filmworks. Give them a like, subscribe, follow, notifications. Check them out for sure. And thanks everybody for watching. We're gonna keep making videos. I gotta get set up so we can keep doing it because we're running out of content right now. That's why we're making the moving videos. So thank you very much, everybody. Don't forget to like, click subscribe, hit notifications. We'll see you guys in the next one.